Sir, yeah.
Speakers behind me.
I hate it. Why do you hate me? Why do you hate?
No,
No.
no, 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 no.
Why?
The Baja Blast version.
Equally bad.
So,
Equally
It's
bad.
not
so,
actually makes sense.
so, fun fact, Ryan, because you weren't in on
No,
this, you
yeah.
weren't in on this discussion for Devin's birthday, but I had Jill record a video of Franklin uh, to a lullaby version of "Kiss from a Rose," and when she went to
Yeah.
record it, he was just bawling his eyes out. Like he was fine, and then she put that song on, and he just did not like it at all.
He's got good taste. He's got, what can I say? He's got good taste.
Yeah.
He knows what's
I
up.
would read the lyrics to the Baja cover.
I might also turn to stone.
No, 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 no. Like, there's no music. Just read the lyrics. Like, don't listen to
Okay.
the song. Just read the lyrics.
Will it turn me around on it?
You're going to find the humor in it, and just know that Seal sings it. Like, it's him singing those words.
The only thing that
Okay.
would make it
Just-
the only thing that
just
would make
read
it
the
better
lyrics.
if it wasn't Seal singing it and it was the Baja Men.
The Bowman! Who
Yeah.
forgot about them for a half
Yeah.
second. Ugh.
Never forget about the Baja Men.
Ugh.
Who let the two out?
Who let
Listen,
the
we
dude
might have
out?
been gone for a little while, but our bad takes stayed.
Yes.
They went nowhere.
Let's get into it, shall we? Hey everybody, welcome to You Have to Watch This Podcast. I'm Alan,
I'm Ryan.
And I'm Devin.
and today we're going to be talking about the 2001 romantic comedy Kate and Leopold, starring Hugh Jackman and Meg Ryan. If you're new to the show or haven't seen us in a while, it's been a minute. This is the first regular show we've done since October. But we're back. We're going to be doing shows weekly again for our 10th year in a row. We're celebrating 10 years next month. And so stay tuned for exciting things coming out about that. But each week on You Have to Watch This Podcast, we make each other watch movies one of us has never seen. Or at least one of us has never seen. It was my pick this week, so I picked Kate and Leopold. But before we get into that, how are you guys doing? It's been a minute. How are we? How are things?
It's good. It's been a crazy year so far. I mean, I feel like that's true for like everyone, but you know that I think this meme's even passed around where people are like the Liz Lemon meme where it's like it's been a long week and he's like it's
Yeah.
only Tuesday Lemon. Like it's been a long year. It's only February.
It's only February. Yep.
How did this happen?
75 years of 2026 have been crazy.
Yeah.
I don't mean to complain. Some of it's been genuinely good. Like some of it absolutely has.
Yeah. Some of it's just been insane. But we're back. We're gonna keep to the weekly schedule now. Things have settled down on my end. That was mostly
Good.
why we've taken a break from the show. Is I wasn't home for a while, but I'm home again. And commuting to Pittsburgh every weekend to see my son, who's currently in the children's hospital out there, but he's doing well, and hopefully will be home soon. If you're watching, hi Franklin.
Hi.
He's a fan of the show. He's a fan of my voice. He loves my voice. Likes Devin's voice. Ryan,
Yes.
I don't know what you did to this kid, but he's not a fan. I'm
Oh
sorry.
no.
I mean, I'm sorry, but that's his problem. That's his problem to deal with.
Yeah.
He's
Ryan,
gotta,
I think your voice
he's
is
gotta
lovely.
find-
Don't you listen to
he's
him.
gotta find-
Don't you
he's
listen
gotta
to him.
find his happy place.
Yeah.
You know what? He's probably the one that left that hate comment for me back on Apple. Like, it was
Yes,
probably him.
6
Wasn't that
years
like
ago, before he
7
was
years ago?
conceived.
Yeah. His hate for me is that strong. His hate for me.
I
Love it.
yeah. I feel weird because I'm not on my normal webcam tonight. Like I was having technical issues because it's been a minute since I've had everything set up, and I feel weird with this webcam here. So I apologize for my video quality, but I'm on par with you guys now. So
Mine's better.
You look great. Yeah, Ryan's is a bit different now. He's in more definition.
Yeah. But yeah, shall we get into what we've watched over the last few weeks?
Let's do it.
All right. Each week on You Have to Watch This Podcast, we start off by talking about things that we've watched in pop culture in a segment we call We Watch This. I'm going to start us off here today. Is this going to work? Is that going to work? Is it not? There we go. I'm going to start us off with the Muppet Show, the special pilot slash TV movie that Disney put out on ABC and Disney Plus last week. It was pretty much the classic Muppet Show with special guest host Sabrina Carpenter. Did you guys watch this?
Nope.
Nope.
So it's the Muppet Show, like it was in the 70s.
Like the Muppet
The
Show.
Muppet
like them
Show.
putting on a variety show.
Kermit comes out and says, "We're doing the Muppet Show again, and if this goes well, we'll keep doing it or not. It depends." Like, this is pretty much them testing the waters to see if they can keep doing the Muppet Show.
Wow.
And my thought of it is, like, if this doesn't work and the people don't like this to bring back the Muppet Show, we have failed the Muppets as a species. This was great. Like, even if you don't like Sabrina Carpenter, there's a lot in here that's just good Muppet material. There's Bunsen and Beaker. You got the old guys. Fozzie's got a bit with Seth Rogen. Maya Rudolph's in there. Miss Piggy and Sabrina Carpenter are arguing about their lawyers, talking to each other about Miss Piggy suing Sabrina Carpenter for stealing her look. Like, it's a whole thing, and it's good. It's really solid, and I would love to see them do this on a weekly basis and bring back the proper Muppet Show.
I've had two. I haven't watched it. I've had the internet ethos me or internet me two things about the show I need your take on.
Okay.
First off, I heard Miss Piggy really took off in these episodes. She seems like to be like the internet's favorite of all of these. Thoughts, feelings, emotions?
I mean, it's only one episode.
Oh, okay. Well, she seemed to be like the star of it, or the one that people latched onto the most.
Well, I mean, Miss Piggy's always been that for Muppet fans, I think. Like, that's why that's why Jennifer Lawrence and Emma Stone are making a Miss Piggy movie. Like,
are they?
Yeah.
Oh, didn't know that. Okay, that's fair. Other thing I heard was that people didn't like Kermit's voice.
The Kermit voice is growing on me. Like, it's the third Kermit that we've had. He's a little bit lower. He doesn't sound like Steve Whitmer, who did it after Jim Henson passed. So instead of sounding like this, he sounds a little bit more like this, and people are just a little put off by it. But it grew on me in this. Like, it didn't bother me as much as I thought it would.
Sure.
So
I think I want to listen to it and see, like, am I even gonna notice?
Yeah.
Because like I'm not that big of a Muppet fan. I've seen
honestly, you may not, like, given how, what Muppet we've only watched the Muppet Christmas Carol in the Muppet movie, right? Have we done the Muppet movie? The original?
We've done the Muppet movie.
Okay.
Yeah.
I almost pulled a Muppet movie for tonight, but I went with Valentine's Day instead. But
Wait,
so
which one were you gonna pull?
I have another Muppet movie on deck, so don't worry about it.
Is it Treasure Island? It better be Treasure Island.
Maybe.
Ah!
Smashing. Yeah, so I enjoyed this. It's produced by Seth Rogen, who I think is like one of the most successful producers that television has right now. So he's like, I hope this works. But yeah, so I highly recommend the Muppet Show on Disney Plus.
Can't wait.
All right, Devin, you watched a thing.
I did. In fact, I watched two things, but we're calling them one thing. I watched the new Three Musketeers movies. It's two parts. Part one is D'Artagnan, and part two I'd rather not say the title of. But these are released in 2022? No, 2023, and it looks like 2023. I think one of them actually came out in 2022. I think IMDb's a little bit wrong. Anyway, these are essentially a retelling of the kind of classic, like very classic Three Musketeers novel, and it's really good, guys. They changed some of the plots around from the original book, but I really enjoy this. I didn't know this is what the Three Musketeers were. I didn't know that there were sometimes or mostly four Musketeers, which I didn't know. Right, Ryan. Right, that's my face. The whole time there are 4 of them on screen, I'm like, there should be one fewer of you. And they keep
No,
faking
that's
that
me
one of them.
reacting. Yeah, that's me
Oh,
reacting
to me
to
not
you
knowing
not
there
knowing
was.
there's 4. Yeah.
Oh. Well, the whole time, like, it's called Three Musketeers. And then D'Artagnan shows up and he's like, I'm number 4, guys.
Yeah,
Um,
that's every Musketeer thing. That's always
Yeah.
the case.
do you know, okay, can I be honest with you guys?
You thought it was just a candy bar?
Oh, no, I'm not that bad.
Devin, Babe Ruth is also a baseball player.
Nope, only that bar. Can I tell you the only piece of Three Musketeers media I've ever genuinely interacted with prior to this?
Can I guess?
Yes.
Man in the Iron Mask.
Ooh, good call. No, I've never seen all of it. The Mask scared me.
Please tell me it's the Mickey Mouse version of it. Like you saw like the Mickey Mouse cartoon of it.
Nope, couldn't get over the fact that Donald Duck wasn't wearing pants. I have very strong opinions about Three Musketeer media, guys. You're gonna love it. It's the Three Amigos. That's the closest to Three Musketeers anything I've interacted with prior to this. So
It's not even like
No, it's
Nope.
no.
nope,
That's
it's 3
not even
people. It's
close.
3 people in the
No.
title of a thing.
Yeah, but so is 3 Men and a Baby, but that's not based on.
Yeah.
How do you know? Is the baby called D'Artagnan? Because that's actually 4 people, like the Three Musketeers is.
That's like saying Baby's Day Out is you know, like comparable to I don't know, Die Hard. Like that's like that's ridiculous.
Does it all take place in one building, Ryan? I'll make the case.
No, it doesn't. But still, well, fine. Die Hard, the 3rd Die Hard movie.
Perfect.
Die Hard with a Vengeance. That's all over New York, like Baby's Day Out. So, like, that's the only thing that connects those 2 movies.
There you
Like,
go. There
Three
you go.
Amigos and Three Musketeers. It's just 3. Like.
Well, in Three Musketeers' case, it's actually 4, Ryan. Read a book.
Exactly. So it. Yeah, exactly. So it does. So it even more doesn't make any sense.
Not even
Even
the
more
same
doesn't.
But no, the whole time I was watching it, I was like a character would be in peril, and I'm like, oh, they're gonna die, and that's where the Three Musketeers. Nope. Not to spoil Three Musketeers for you guys, but nope.
Oh boy.
But so at least a lot of parts of this was a shock to me. I loved it. These are new movies. They're all in French. Loved them. Absolutely loved them. Thought it were great movies. There was a little bit of there's like some like political intrigue in it. There's a little bit of the musketeering, a little bit of fighting, a little bit of people probably not being able to survive the wounds that they suddenly survive in it. It's got everything you want in a silly action movie.
Okay.
And there are 2 of them. I don't love that they called the second one Milady. Don't know why they did that. Almost turned me off of the entire movie. But I really liked both of them.
Okay.
Have you guys heard of these?
No, these are
No.
not something that was made like publicized at all in the States.
I had seen a trailer for it in front of I think it was in front of no, it wasn't The Conjuring. I was watching a movie. It must have been Indiana Jones, I bet. I think it was in front of the new Indiana Jones movie. I saw these trailers.
Was it over there?
It was over here.
Yeah.
And saw a trailer for D'Artagnan.
Yeah.
And was like, this looks cool. I'll watch it. And I did.
My first response when I saw these posters that you sent, I was like, "Oh, that looks European as hell." Like,
Is it really?
It does, yeah. Like that. Like I like to think I have my finger on the pulse of pop culture here in the States and like movie releases. Never heard of these. Yeah. These do not get a major U.S. release, if at all. Like, I don't even know if we can watch these here.
Eva Green's in it. She's popular in the States.
So that's the one name I knew on the poster.
Yeah, like Devin, like I didn't even read what the movie posters were because I was at work when I initially saw this, and when I saw the posters, I was like, "Oh, it looks like it looks like a Hunger Games thing," and then I just went to find my stuff to put in to the group chat. Like I didn't even recognize the posters at all.
Excuse you, you guys don't know who Francois Seville is? The star of these movies?
God bless you.
Devin, we're Americans. We live in a media bubble. I mean, you know this.
It's so funny. It's so interesting the different like we went. But to the other point, like there are some movies that like you guys will talk about or that I'll see like circulate online. And I'm like, I didn't even know it yet.
I want to make a joke, but I don't know if I should. I'm going to make it anyway. Out of curiosity, Devin, do you guys have Melania over there in theaters?
Oh no! Wait, did you not? Did you not hear about this?
No, hear what?
One of the best theaters, one of the kind of top theaters in London is the VUE. It's VUE. They are one of the bigger theaters downtown. On opening day, the first showing had a total of 1 Melania ticket sold for the entire showing. So we did get it. We definitely got it. Nobody watched it over here.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
All right.
That's how that worked.
All right. Moving on. Ryan, you watched the new Star Trek show. Tell us about it.
So, I haven't seen the latest episode to it, but I've been up to the episode where they do DS9 storyline with Cisco. It's new Trek. It's faster paced. It's got different types of humor in it. I enjoy this show. I don't know if I'm going to rewatch it after my initial watch through though, and if I do, it'll be specific episodes. I do enjoy like the world they're building for Star Trek. They're finally in the future. They're finally really not they're finally not shackled by canon.
Okay.
Like they don't have to worry about doing stuff in the past, or they don't have to worry about doing stuff that like Lower Decks touched on. Like they're 1,000 years in the future from Discovery, so they can do whatever they want. And as far as I'm concerned, it fits normal like Trek lore, and it's got the same feeling. It's just new, so like it's faster paced. It's made for a newer audience. This is what the new generation of Star Trek fans, this is how they're going to be introduced to the, like, you know, monster that is Star Trek. And I'm fine with it. I hope they get a second season. Like, it's decent enough. It's decent enough that I want to see a continuation of these people's careers.
I think they already have. I think they already greenlit the second season.
Now, do you think that this is going to be enough to want to go back to the older ones, particularly because they are more contemplative and they're more thoughtful and they're less action-oriented? And do you think they'd go back for the aesthetic?
I think that... Okay, so I just want to make sure that I got the question right. Because I started kind of answering before you were done. So I just want to make sure I got you.
You're right.
Like... fans watching this, is this going to make them want to kind of push through the older aesthetic of the older shows to like watch those to see the storyline progress? Like,
yeah, so like if I hop in now, do you think that like I'm gonna get a sense of Star Trek that is a fast-paced kind of action-oriented show, and then have massive whiplash when I get to like Next Gen and it's mostly them on the holodeck talking?
Kinda.
Yeah.
So like, well, I mean like. It's 1,000 years in the future, so there's a scene where like every character has wit, even the ones that aren't supposed to be that witty, kind of are witty. So like everyone has that to them, and there's a scene where you've got the like tough, gritty orphan kid who's like, oh, I've lived on the streets, like I'm gonna do how I do this. You're not gonna give me your rules, and he makes a comment about, like, well, I'm not dressing like all these cadets. Like, you're not cutting my hair. You're not putting me in those clothes. And he goes up the stairs. He gets sorted into his classes. And then he literally walks through, like, a electronic doorway thing that just appears out of nowhere. And it literally evaporates his clothes, puts him into a cadet's uniform, and cuts his hair. And he's just left standing there like, huh? What? And then, you know, the people who are, like, who have interacted with him for more than 30 seconds kind of get a little chuckle, like, um, out of it. So, like, it's stuff like that, but it's like it's almost every scene or something like that. And then
Sure.
if you were to go back and let's say watch like Next Gen, like or DS9 or Voyager, like it's 25 episodes a season. Uh, each episode more or less has its own storyline. There's really no like one narrative story that everyone is always focused on in every single episode. So like if you watch this, you might have a bit of whiplash going into like the original series or the 90s series. Um yeah, so like one thing I do like about this is that there is now enough variety in media in Star Trek that you can find at least one series that you like, even if you don't like the others, because it fits your, tastes.
That's cool.
So,
I have seen
yeah.
that this show's been getting a lot of hate online for the first few
Oh.
episodes, but since the last episode, the this Deep Space Nine one, that's
Mhm.
kind of died down. Do you think they won back the fan base with that episode?
I think I mean, kind of.
Okay.
The hate that I'm seeing for the show is the same hate that any of the new Trek has been getting.
Okay.
I do have to say there are a few characters that I really wish I could like ignore, but they're kind of important to the plot point. But that's me speaking as a 40-year-old man. I mean, I'm sure like a 16-year-old or maybe like a 23-year-old like really likes them, like would really like or find these characters funny. I, I'm 40 years old. The humor has been beaten out of me by life. It's not,
Yeah.
they're
Oh,
these
Ryan.
characters aren't my cup of tea.
Don't worry, Stella. We'll get your groove back. Don't you fret, man.
Yeah. But yeah,
Alright.
I mean, it's yeah, no, it's good. I'm gonna continue watching it. So
Good.
Very good.
Good.
All right. I'll watch it. I need to get caught up on Strange New Worlds, and then I'll probably move on to Starfleet Academy. So, all right. Ryan, you also watched a movie.
yes, Speak Speak No Evil came out in 2023, I think. This one surprised me. So this movie is a prime example of one of my issues with movies. If a movie has a trailer that makes a movie seem like this is going to be long, it's going to be drawn out, this is going to be a slow burn, and the trailer just gave me what the ending is going to be, like what the twist is. I'm not interested in this.
Sure.
Kristen spent 3 years trying to get me to watch this movie, or 2 years to get me to watch this movie, and I eventually caved this past weekend. Like this past weekend, and I did. And this is such a good movie. Like his
Yeah.
performance, I can't remember the name of the act at the moment, but the main guy that's on the poster,
James McAvoy.
James Mac, yeah, him. Amazing performance. Like, I mean, the character, if you watch the trailer, it's been out for like 3 to 4 years. Like he's a psychopath. He plays a great psychopath in this. Like, really scary individual. And the movie is not as drawn out and dull and like, oh my god, how, it's like the trailer makes it seem like this family is missing every single little clue that this guy's a nutcase. And I thought I was going to spend the whole movie rolling my eyes and groaning, and I didn't. I enjoyed the whole thing. So, I really recommend this one.
Very cool. I do want to see this one.
All right. Is this something you're going to make us watch for the show eventually?
I don't know. I've started a new movie list, and there's already like 8 movies on it. So
Look at you being creative and making lists and stuff.
You're in the weeds. I'm so
All
excited.
right.
well, I mean, my last one has like 50 on it, and I just got
Yeah.
lost on that one because I forgot to delete movies on it. So now
Yeah.
I've just got to start a new one.
We've been doing this for 10 years, so it yeah.
We've got
All
a
right.
few.
So my last thing that I've watched is the Marvel series Wonder Man. Have you guys heard about this at all?
I think I've seen some of a trailer, but that's really it. I don't know much about it.
All right. So Wonder Man tells the story of an actor going out for the role of the superhero Wonder Man. The actor has superpowers himself. So like there's this whole thing about actors not being allowed to have superpowers on set because of safety reasons. Devin, this show is right up your alley. It has to deal with living in LA. It's about an actor's life. It's also has one of my favorite MCU characters from Phase 2 who returns, which is Trevor Slattery, the Mandarin. You'll never see me coming. Like he's in this.
Oh, really?
He's the co-star of this. Like Ben Kingsley is the second lead on this show, and it's hilarious. This is the best thing Marvel Television has done since Loki. Like, it's phenomenal. I loved every second of this. To the point, like, this came up earlier. Like, Ryan made a Baby's Day Out joke. There's a Baby's Day Out joke in this that sticks the landing. Like, it is solid. Like,
Where mine didn't.
like, you didn't know you needed Joey Pants, but you get Joey Pants. Like, and he's playing himself. Like, it's fantastic. And he's not even the only actor playing himself in this. It's phenomenal, and I cannot recommend it enough. It's so, and the great thing about it is, the only thing that you need to know about from Marvel's past is Iron Man 3. You need to know that Trevor Slattery is the Mandarin thing, and he's an actor. That's all you need to know. Everything else, don't need to know. Damage Control is there, and they've been in a few series in the Spider-Man movies. Other than that, you don't need to know anything. There's no like overarching thing. This is a Marvel spotlight, so it's focused on the character. You don't need to know anything else. You can just go in clean and appreciate the show for what it is.
Oh, I love that. Hold on. What is Marvel Spotlight? Is that a new thing?
It's a newer thing. I think they started it with Echo a few years ago. And
Okay. Was She-Hulk Marvel Spotlight too?
No, I think they started it after that.
Okay.
But I think if they were to go back and rebrand it, they would do that.
Sure.
Like it's just more character-centric stuff that doesn't really have an effect on the overall narrative of the MCU, but you might see them down the line. So it's kind of like this is part of the MCU, but it's not. You don't need to know a lot, like.
Not like core story.
Exactly. Like.
Will Wonder Man be back in Avengers Doomsday?
I don't know.
Is it all out? Is it all done?
They released it all at once. They did the Netflix style of release for this.
Okay.
And I watched it over over 2 weeks, and it was great. Like I just found myself watching, like binging it to the end. So
I gotta fire up Disney Plus. It sounds like
Yes.
I got a lot to watch on there.
yes. And there's a few other things that I've been watching that I'm going to save for next week. But before we move on to today's main topic,
Oh, Alan, I lost your mic.
You lost my mic?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Hold on.
Devin, yeah, you definitely have to strike up Disney Plus then. You definitely have
Testing
to get
one,
back.
two.
Well, it's
Testing
that, but
one, two.
also Romana just watched See No Evil last week. She had a James McAvoy-a-thon.
Yeah?
And I know I need to watch that as well.
See no evil. See no evil.
Testing 1 2. Testing.
That's
1,
what
2.
it is, right?
Better.
See No Evil.
Hey, there you are.
Better. Back?
The one
Back?
that you watched for the show just now.
Oh, speak no evil. Yeah.
Speak to Oh my gosh. Okay.
Yeah.
I was one
Sorry.
monkey off.
No. You were, but like it was a different word, so I thought maybe it was a horror movie, and
No.
I didn't recognize the. This is how bad I am with some actors' names. You said his name, and I just blew right by it and didn't realize that that was the name of the actor that we were just talking about. So
Fair.
yeah, that's
Fair.
so
But no,
on.
either way, I gotta watch that movie because
Speaking-
I've heard it was good from
This is a
multiple people.
bad segue, but speaking of actors named James Vanderbeek passed away today.
Oh no! What a-
Yeah.
Ooh.
So Dawson from Dawson's Creek passed away. He was also, if you might remember from back when we did the Kevin Smith movies, he was
Yeah.
Chronic in Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back.
Yeah.
I don't really know much of his work, but I did want to pay tribute to him with a joke I know about Dawson's Creek.
Okay.
Devin, what is the zip code to Beverly Hills?
90210.
What is the zip code to Dawson's Creek?
I don't know.
90108.
Oh my gosh. Why are you like this? Why did you do this? We just got back, Alan. I wasn't ready for it.
Rest in peace, James
Oh.
Vanderbeek.
Aww.
Yeah, that's all I had there. Yeah.
Where
All right,
did
moving
you
on.
Did you make that up?
I heard that years ago.
Oh,
And
good.
What
okay.
what sucks is like my sister was watching Dawson's Creek on like Netflix, and I told her that joke. She's like, I don't get it. I'm like, why? And then she put it on and say, oh, they just don't have that as the theme song on Netflix. Like that's
Wait, do they not? That's like
Yeah.
the famous. That's the
Yeah.
only thing I know about Dawson's Creek.
exactly.
What?
Yeah.
The song?
The theme
Yeah.
song. I don't want to wait for love to be over. That one.
Except for
Oh,
when
that
Devin
song?
watched it,
Oh,
it was
okay.
sung by the
I
Bee
never
Gees.
watched the show. So.
It was though.
Yeah. All right. Let's
I
move
have
on
no
to
idea
today's
what
main
that
topic.
Yeah.
Today, each week on You Have to Watch This podcast, we make each other watch a movie one of us has never seen. This week, I picked the 2001 romantic comedy Kate and Leopold, starring Hugh Jackman and Meg Ryan. A little bit of history about rom-coms on this show. Devin is not a big rom-com fan. We've had to make him watch all of the Meg Ryan rom-coms. Which we've done When Harry Met Sally. We've done You've Got Mail. I don't think we did Sleepless in Seattle, did we?
We did not yet. No.
Okay. We're doing Kate and Leopold. This is another one of her leading men. So we'll come back to that later. But Kate and Leopold tells the story. Let me pull up the IMDb description here. Kate and oh, come on. Stupid computer. Kate and Leopold tells the story of an English duke from 1876 who is inadvertently dragged to the modern day New York where he falls for a plucky advertising executive played by Meg Ryan. This film is directed by James Mangold, who Hugh Jackman went on to do several films with after this. This is a film that I remember seeing back when it came out on DVD. I think my mom at one point got one of those Columbia DVD Club deals, and this is one of the 10 free DVDs that she got.
Solid choice.
So I got to watch this. This also falls into the subgenre of movies that I find myself drawn to, which is time travel romance. Like, it's this and then Somewhere in Time, and those are the only two examples I can think of. Because I haven't seen the Rachel McAdams ones yet, because there's two of them.
It's too many.
But, yeah, this was right after X-Men, so I knew Hugh Jackman from Wolverine. I knew Meg Ryan from You've Got Mail. I always liked the time travel sci-fi aspect of this, because there's a lot of humor off of that I enjoyed. It's got a great cast outside of the two of them. You got Breckin Meyer, Natasha Lyonne, Liev Schreiber. There's just a lot of good things going on in this movie. It's been years since I'd seen it, but I watched it for the podcast, and I was happy that I made this pick. And one of the reasons I made this pick is I found the poster for like $1. So I was like, I'm gonna hang that up behind me. So, yeah.
Nice.
All right. Let's move on to today's main topic. because it's gonna go well
Where
with
did
all
you
my.
find the poster?
I found it at a store in Pittsburgh. Like I just went out shopping to like this pop culture store, where I found some other things too that I probably shouldn't have bought. One of which is on display behind me, with my Batman. Can you tell who's with my Batman there, Devin?
Commissioner Gordon.
No,
Oh.
The mask. Jim Carrey's mask.
it's Alfred.
That was-
Oh, that's cool.
It's like the movie Alfred. But I didn't just get Alfred, because they don't just sell the Alfred figure, obviously. They
Well,
also
obviously.
sell him with the Batmobile.
What? Hold on. What kid is getting Alfred plus the Batmobile?
Oh,
as,
these
like,
aren't
the toy
toys.
they want?
These are collector's items. This is like,
I mean, that
I was
makes
gonna
sense
say
then.
that's a pretty detailed car. I was gonna say.
yeah,
It's very detailed.
yeah. This thing's huge. Like the figures could actually fit in this. Like it's
That's
the
very
McFarlane scale. So
cool. Oh,
yeah.
Alfred, the notorious Batmobile driver. Got
yes. Well, it's funny because I'll send you the picture I took earlier. Where I have the full Batman Forever set now. So I have Batman, Riddler, Two-Face,
it. That's so cool.
and Robin, and now I have Alfred and the Batmobile. So, all right. So Kate and Leopold. Back to the topic here. What did you guys think of Kate and Leopold? Had you seen it before? What did you think?
Why don't you go first, Ryan?
Okay. So, I saw this movie, I think, when I was in high school. Not in theaters. It was like a rental, something along those lines. I haven't seen it since then. So revisiting this was kind of like watching it for like the first time again in a way, because like half the movie I didn't remember. I remembered the core themes, but like not like the majority of kind of like the minutia of the storyline. Funnier than I thought it was going to be. Yeah, it's pretty much my take on it, honestly. But yeah, so.
All right, so I'm obviously I had seen this movie before in terms of like the poster, right? And I didn't. This is so stupid. Looking at the poster, I never like thought more than like a second about the poster, and just went, oh, he's a fancy boy and she's a city girl. Didn't click that it was time travel. Leopold didn't give it away. Should have given it away. So imagine my surprise and delight when I found out it was a time travel movie. Thought that was very cool. Didn't know the time travel movie subgenre existed. I just knew the one Rachel McAdams movie. I didn't know there were multiple of those. Mm-hmm. So I immediately, upon seeing like this and seeing the time travel, I went, "Oh, this is how you get me in Rom-Com. This is great." And Hugh Jackman is just so charming, and Liv Schreiber is also so charming. There's parts that this movie does so well that I really enjoy. And there's parts of this movie does that like made me go, oh right, that's why I don't like rom-coms. There's really one scene that does that. But otherwise, like in terms of like rom-coms, this was fun. Like genuinely, it was fun. But again, there are just some parts I'm like, man, this isn't what I'm about.
Yeah. Okay. So all right, let's dive into what didn't do it for you then. What was that one scene that pulled you out of it?
So I feel like scenes like this happen in either the cringiest of rom-coms or in whatever. But it was specifically the scene where Kate had been giving the speech after she had gotten her promotion. And she was like, I love this company because it gives everyone everything they wanted. Except when the thing you want is something you never knew that you could possibly ever... Like, stop it. No one wants to hear this. This is really cringy. Don't do the rest of the speech. Just go fuck Hugh Jackman. Like, do not do this. Like, I hate that. Because, like, if you're watching that from the outside, you're like, what's she talking about? We, as the audience, know that it's about Hugh Jackman in the past. But, like, if you're an investor at that company and you're watching your newly appointed person, something you never knew you could have. I'm like, what is this? Why is she doing this?
Well,
And I feel like that scene happens in a lot of rom-coms in different situations. And I don't love that scene. There it is. There's the hot take. There it was.
So, quick, quick, quick rebuttal in that situation for this movie specifically.
Okay.
So I feel like the counter to the investor then not worrying about his me after the fact would be that it broke in the news later that morning that said person jumped off the bridge and wasn't recovered. And they were like, oh, okay, so she went nuts, and now I don't have to worry about it. I don't have to worry about my money getting...
Or think about the dark tone that took, where the thing you want is something you never thought you could do before, and then jumps off the Brooklyn Bridge. That is a dark speech. That got really dark. Yeah. That is darker than Tom Hanks yelling zip zap zop at a cashier in the middle of the last one we watched with him in it.
You've Got Mail.
What was that one? You've Got Mail. That was. I'm gonna take that back. That was darker than Tom Hanks catfishing Meg Ryan for an entire movie. There we go. There's the spot.
Was he catfishing her though?
That's all he does in You Got Mail. That was my main complaint about that movie. Is the entire time he's like, surprise, I'm not actually Tom Hanks. And then at the end he's like, it was Tom Hanks all along. And instead of calling him a psychopath like she should have, she was like, oh, you.
I wish it was you,
Yeah, gross. No, stop. Anyway, back to this one. At least he was from the time period he said he was from, I guess. But yeah, that was the thing. Like, that speech I don't love. Like, 27 Dresses is another movie that I watched, not on the podcast, but from the title I went, at one point in the movie the lady is gonna say, and this is the dress I've been waiting for the whole time, and it's about her wedding dress. And then she says that exact line in it. And it's like, don't do that. Be clever about it. I don't know. I think that was it. That was the thing I didn't like about it.
I will give this film a little bit of credit for, usually at the end, it's the guy realizing that he needs to go after the girl. In this one, it's the girl going after the guy, which you don't really see in Meg Ryan movies too much.
No, that was very cool. I do appreciate that a lot. Ooh, can I ask about that, though?
Yes.
Tell me the mechanics of the time travel. I think I missed it. So, why when she goes back, is there like a time limit and she goes back like as he's about to declare who his bride is?
So the rip in time is only open for a certain amount, is only open for that night, and it closes at midnight, I think. So
how does Liv Schreiber know this?
Because he discovered it. I don't know.
Okay.
Do you want to get into the nitty gritty of this? Because I can make it really weird, really fast.
Oh my God! Please.
So there are two versions of this film. There's the theatrical cut, which I'm pretty sure you guys watched, and then there's the director's cut. In the director's cut, they dive into a little bit more about why Liev Schreiber travels back in time and why he's interested in Leopold. So I don't know what Stewart does for a living, but he discovers this rift in time, space-time, and travels back to, 1876. One of the reasons he's going to the bridge opening and following Leopold is he's a descendant of Leopold. So he's following his ancestor. Think about that for a second.
Oh no, oh no, oh no! Oh no! Wait, I don't like that. No!
If Stewart is a descendant of Leopold, and he used to date Kate, he was sleeping with his great-great-great-great-grandmother.
Don't do that. Don't do that.
He was.
Make him anyone else.
It's canon, and that's why they cut it. Because there's a scene, there's a line that Breckenmeyer has when they're going to the bridge for her to jump, where he's like, "Wait, if you're related to him, doesn't that make Kate your great-great-great-great-grandmother?" He's like, "Yeah, we're not going to talk about it." Like they just brushes it off. But there's like this implication throughout the film that he does say that I'm your descendant, like so many generations removed. So that's the biggest reason I wanted to watch this movie with you guys, to tell you that. Like, there's like this whole incest thing that got cut from the but it's in the director's cut, and the director's cut is it may like it's not cringy, like it's weird that it's not they play it off successfully.
I'm gonna blame James Mangold for this one. There were two writers on this one, James Mangold and Stephen Rogers, according to IMDb. I'm blaming James Mangold. Listen to me, James Mangold. You could have written anything. He could have been an elevator enthusiast. That's what you could have made him. Why did you make him that? Why are you like this?
I mean, it works without it too, though.
It does. It works fine without it. It makes Liv Schreiber's interest in Hugh Jackman a little bit overbearing at first. Like in the beginning, I thought they knew each other, and like I thought he was like a rival inventor or something, like because he's like really honing in on Hugh Jackman.
Yeah. No, it's just that he is
He did it.
Wow.
Yeah,
Following those family ties.
I just figured, see, the whole director's cut thing and like the additional plot that they cut out, I knew about that ahead of time. But watching it in the theatrical version that I did, to me, it just came across that like it was just a rom-com that was written in the 90s, and it just so happened that this guy was just a time traveler taking pictures of like places, and like Hugh Jackman's character just happened to be in two different locations that this guy wound up at and was spotted and then ran. Like I didn't think anything about like how this guy was like honing in on him. Like it was just there was the opening, you know, like there was this like speech being given about the bridge, which is historically significant, and then there was this like party thing for this British Duke in New York on the same day, and he was just like, well, I need to fill up my day with activities. These sound good. This sounds
Got a couple more hours before I have to fight on the top of 3 Mile Island.
Yeah.
Better go to this party
with silent Deadpool. Like,
yeah. You know what? I blame the story choice in this movie for X-Men Origins winding up as awkward and as bad as it did, because these two actors didn't get enough time in this movie to interact with each other in scenes to be able to build chemistry for X-Men Origin, because these two guys spend what, 2 scenes together?
Not that very much.
A total of maybe like 3 minutes or 4 minutes of movie time together. Other than that, Levi's in a hospital bed for like the majority of the core of this movie. They didn't get the time to actually know each other.
Yeah. There's also
this moves why X-Men Origins didn't work.
There's a lot of reasons why X-Men Origins didn't work. There's also a scene with Liev Schreiber in the elevator shaft where somebody else had fallen down the elevator shaft and is just sitting there, like, injured.
What?
Yeah, it's so weird.
It's so strange.
Yeah.
Crazy
a lot,
day,
lot,
huh?
lot of
Crazy
straight.
day.
Pretty much, that's the scene. Like,
Yeah.
got me too. So going back to the time travel thing, there's a lot of like, if you think about it too much, it doesn't make much sense, like why there's time limits and how it works. Because if she's there in the pictures, she would have been there earlier in the time travel wise. Like it doesn't line up that well. So you try not to think about it too much. It works for the story. But maybe
it does.
But maybe she went with Stuart at a different time before, and there's a different version of her and left in the past when he went. Like it the mechanics of the time travel can get confusing if you think about it too much. But we're not going to break it down that much. I haven't thought about it that much, guys. I don't have like a whiteboard over here with like all of it figured out. Like,
you know way too much about it. I want to see the whiteboard. Show me the whiteboard. Come on, Pepe Sylvia.
I put it up to the fact that like Levi said that it all depends on weather patterns. As soon as they said that, I stopped thinking about it. I'm like, okay, the weather, perfect cover. They had no idea.
Yep.
And I was thinking, okay, they had the idea for the story. They didn't know how to explain the time travel, so they were like, yeah, it's the weather. It's the weather.
So of the Hugh Jackman man out of time hijinks in New York in 2001. What were your favorites?
I will always love in almost the whole scene, but I love him very demurely cutting tater tots, stacking them, eating them, and then standing up every time Meg Ryan would leave the chair or leave the table. Perfect. Perfect. Hugh Jackman he carried the movie for me, and I think partly because I have a huge man crush on Hugh Jackman. He is incredible and perfect in every way, and you can't convince me otherwise. But like he's so good as Man at a Time. Like he fits it so well. But like I don't know, that was one of my favorite bits.
Ryan, how about you?
Honestly, when they're shopping, when he picks up the glasses and she tells him no, and they put it back, and then like it's not really like hijinks. It's like the scene where he finds his old home.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And that whole thing, like that day that they're out is cool. Um, but yeah, so that was my favorite thing of him, like the whole kind of like lost in time thing, like him going into his old home and seeing how it's been repurposed, like more than 100 years later.
Yeah.
Speaking of, what have you guys hidden for your future self to time travel and find later?
Classified.
Mine is several Weird Al albums. Alan, what is your favorite?
I enjoy the dating advice he just gives Breckenmeyer. Like that whole scene on the street where he's like, don't call a lady like makes these seem desperate. Like that whole thing I really enjoyed. But the butter commercial, like when he's like talking about it and then he takes a bite of it, he's like, oh, this tastes like shit. Like
That was really good. I liked the chemistry, not chemistry, but like the banter with him and Breckenmeyer quite a lot. I like Breckenmeyer as like a foil to him and vice versa. I thought that was a cool dynamic.
Mm-hmm.
And in some ways, I'm glad it was Breckenmeyer, not Liv Schreiber, just because of who the characters are. I liked that more.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The scene at the end on the bridge where Leo Schreiber is saying goodbye to Kate because she's traveling back in time to be with Leopold, like that has a little bit of weight to it. But the fact that her brother is watching her travel back in time and he's never going to see her again, that hits hard for me. Like that's just like that's a emotional scene that they do pretty well justice wise for it. Like it doesn't carry too much weight, but it still has a bit of impact because they both like there's this moment where they both know that they're never going to see each other again. So
that's true. I didn't think about that too hard, but it's a good point.
Yeah. My headcanon is that this portal is there and they come back in vacation in modern times. Because there is no way in hell that you're going to convince me that she, a woman who is successful in 2001, is going to, like, throw all of that away completely to live in 1876. Like, I know love, I know it's a rom-com, and I know that that's the point, but, like, I don't see that going over well. And her money, he's going to be, like, they're going to be farmers from the sound of, like, how much money that they have left, that he has left. So, like, my headcanon is that she periodically, and he goes with her, goes back to then, and like they see her brother, they go back to the apartment, or they go to wherever her brother's living, and she maintains some type of a job to bring money back to back to where like they're actually living, or later on they both come back to modern time, because I do not see her as a character staying in the Victorian era in New York. There's
Ryan,
no way.
You've got the money situation wrong. What they've done is they've put his remaining money into a high yield savings account jumped forward to the 90s and withdrew the money from that savings account that's been sitting there for 100
Okay.
years, gaining interest, a
That's
la
okay.
Futurama.
That's fine. That's okay. I will take that. But I do not see her staying in Victorian New York after living half of her life in modern time. Like I just don't see that happening.
I had to look up when this movie came out in 2001 because I was going to be like, well, if they left in early 2001, it came back like early fall.
Oh no! Oh no! It's gonna be very different.
Things really
Yeah.
change.
Yeah.
Oh no!
Everything is now a shade of tan and brown.
Yes.
That Devin likes to point out.
Wait, would you guys do that? Would you guys like, and you know, I don't know what the real reality is of 1876, but like, you know, current lives, current ties, all of that aside, like, if people were like, your life could do this, and now it's 1876, would you do it? No?
No.
I really wish
No?
I could get the sound of my headphones squeaking as I move my head back and forth because I feel like that would add to my like just versatile no like
Obvious distress.
Now, not to
Yeah,
say that I wouldn't go visit the past. Like I feel like from a historical standpoint, going to see something like the opening of the Brooklyn Bridge, like they do in this, that would be cool. But I don't want to go live there. Like if I knew I could get back instantly, like and not have any effect on the timeline as a whole, sure. But that's not how physics works. So like,
meh. Timeline, meh.
It could be how physics works. I don't know that we know. Do we know that we know?
I don't know. It depends.
We know
on
that we know.
It depends on if you trust Bruce Banner or Doc Brown. Like, who knows?
I can't wait for physics to like definitively like nail it, and then it to be like Stargate Atlantis, they got it right, or it to be like Back to the Future, and then like future historians be like, this nailed it.
You know what it's gonna be? It's gonna be Hot Tub Time Machine. They're the ones that got it right. And surprisingly, it's still Chevy Chase operating the thing. Like
It's still there. I can't wait for like physics to understand what time travel looks like and them to be like, yeah, this movie from the 90s called Hot Tub Time, or the early 2000s Hot Tub Time Machine nailed it.
Yeah. But Terminator was way off.
Terminator, how dare you?
All right.
It wouldn't be negative.
So my last question for you, Devin, and Ryan, you can play this game too if you'd like. We have now watched 3 Meg Ryan rom-coms with 3 different male leads. So my question for you, Devin, is F, Marry, Kill Hugh Jackman, Tom Hanks, Billy Crystal?
Oh my God, I would F Billy Crystal because he would be so quippy about it. It would be so funny. He would be coming up with nicknames for my parts I didn't know you could even nickname.
You want to get yourself some of that comedic relief?
Absolutely. Oh yeah, all of that comedic relief. I would. Oh my gosh, you're gonna make me marry either Hugh Jackman or Tom Hanks. I'm gonna say Hugh Jackman because he was at least a gentleman throughout the entirety of this movie. And I want to bring this up. There's something about a man on screen that's very passionate about a really minute topic. The way that like he talks about an elevator and like you almost like believe in magic again.
Mm-hmm.
Marry him. You marry that guy. That's the guy you marry.
I guarantee the next time you're in an elevator and it says Otis on it, you're like,
yep.
Kate and Leopold. Kate and Leopold.
That's it.
Yep.
That's it.
Every time.
And
since
and
2001. Every time I'm in an
it's going to
elevator.
be kill Tom Hanks. The second he goes, come on, zip, zap, zap, gone, just done.
Yeah.
However in this scenario it happens, that's the scene. That's when it happens. Done. You're out of here. Sorry, Tom Hanks.
Yeah. That's exactly how I thought that would go.
Is it really?
Yep. Ryan, do you have yours?
Kill Billy Crystal.
Oh no!
I'm sorry, but his wit is too annoying. I'm not dealing with that, especially his character from that movie. No chance. And then I would turn the other 2 into sister wives.
Ooh, you start a harem.
Ooh. Wow.
Alan, you're not getting away from this.
I know. I would probably...
is tough.
It is.
They're both so huggable. They're all so huggable.
Kill Tom Hanks.
There
F.
you
Hugh
go. The right
Jackman.
choice.
Marry Billy Crystal.
Ooh, what would
Yeah.
you do to my boy Hugh? Only one night.
Because you got to go back in time, man.
That's fair. That's a
Yeah.
lot of work. A lot of work.
Yeah.
He's probably mostly unwashed too. Hygiene was not
Probably.
the way that
Yeah.
it is here.
That's the other thing.
That's a
Yeah.
problem.
He
Oh
needs to
boy,
take a shower.
you should. Oof.
Yeah. Especially after
Do they-
riding that horse.
Ooh,
Another-
hold on.
Another reason that I don't see Meg Ryan's character staying in 1876. Like, there is so
Yeah.
much there to like.
There-
no.
there is a deleted scene where they show him in a bath twice. Back in time, they do the same scene twice. So there was a scene on the cutting room floor where they just had Hugh Jackman naked in a bathtub, like, and that didn't make the cut. Sorry, Devin.
You're gonna get Hugh Jackman. You gotta use it.
That is all I have for this.
I have a quick question for Ryan.
Yes.
Ryan,
Yeah.
did you catch the Bob's Burgers crossover?
Yeah, no, I did, and I really did enjoy that. The thing is,
Yeah.
okay, so here's the thing. Her voice at this point in my life reminds me of Louise. Like, that's just
Yeah.
like her voice, she's Louise, there's that. When I see her, I am reminded of her character from Dinner with Schmucks.
Oh, fair. Okay.
To where, like, when I see her, I always hear the line, like, about smelling like cabbage and how hard it is to get laid while smelling like cabbage. And then she pauses and goes, well, it's not really that hard. It's not really that
For everyone listening or watching at home, we were talking about Christian Shaw, who is on Bob's Burgers and Dinner for Schmucks. And
They did her so dirty in this movie. She's like the first person that he sees, and he like gives like an eye roll and a sideways. She is a treasure. You do not treat her that way.
in 2001, and what they did with her character for that, for 2001, a rom-com being written in the 90s. Yeah, no, that's 100% going to happen to someone like her.
Hold on. Her character's name was Miss Tree?
Yeah.
That's so
Yeah,
funny.
Mystery.
That's who he was going to marry if Kate didn't show up.
Oh,
Yeah.
man.
Because
wanna-
she had the money.
Yeah.
I just like she's mystery.
And this was her
That's
film.
very
This
cool.
was Christian Shaw's film debut.
Was it really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
So
But yeah, don't treat her like that, Hugh Jackman. Be better.
yeah. I want to see the sequel where it's just like her investigating who this Kate is and where she came
Yes. Just like very bitter, very upset about it. Weather patterns change. He goes to the future. She takes over for Kate's old job that's now
Yeah.
vacant.
from. She ends up
There it
in
is.
Gravity Falls. Yeah, this whole thing.
Oh, it's
So.
incredible.
All right,
Kate
that's
ends
all.
up dying of.
That's all I've got for this week. What is whose pick is next?
It better not be me because I'm not ready.
Have you guys seen Begonia yet?
I have, but that was on
That's
my
a-
list. If you want to do it, we can do it.
Yeah, I want to do Begonia
Okay.
as long as Devin hasn't seen it.
I don't even know what that is.
Okay, then yes, we're doing that.
We're doing Begonia. Do not look up anything about this movie, Devin.
Yeah,
I saw the
Please.
poster already. It's too late. I'm ruined.
No, no, that's fine. I just don't want
Yeah.
you to know, like, because of how the internet is. Like, this movie
Okay.
is.
That was almost my
Yeah.
pick for tonight too. Like I had it down between Muppets, Begonia, and this. Like
How did you ever choose? My goodness, Alan.
because I found the poster for this. That's how I chose. Like,
Good.
all right. Well, tune in next week where we talk about Emma Stone in Begonia. Until next time, you can follow us on Instagram. Subscribe to us on YouTube where you can watch all of our shows live and catch our backlog of episodes there. You can also follow us on Twitch and Facebook where we also stream live. We will also be uploading our newer episodes to our RSS feed so you can listen to them on your favorite podcasting apps along with our backlog of episodes that we're currently working on uploading. So until next time for You Have to Watch This Podcast, I'm Alan.
I'm Ryan.
And I'm Devin.
And we'll see you next time.